Hey fellow gamers, Chatty Sisa here. The Horizon series has grown into one of PlayStation's biggest flagships over the last decade. From Aloy's very first steps in Zero Dawn through Forbidden West's massive world, all the way to the spin-offs like Call of the Mountain and LEGO Horizon Adventures. The franchise has sold by now over 38 million copies worldwide. And now with Horizon 3 already in development, we've got new information about its timing, platforms, visuals, and a hint at how Guerrilla Games plans to handle one of its most important characters. Let's have a look at the details. First, let's talk about the timing. Horizon 3 isn't a question of if, but a question of when it will happen. Guerrilla Games has confirmed they're working on the next main entry, and all signs point to a familiar schedule. Horizon Zero Dawn has launched in 2017. Horizon Forbidden West arrived 5 years later in 2022. Following that pattern, 2027 would make perfect sense for Horizon 3. And here's where it gets really interesting. That 2027 window lines up neatly with the rumored arrival of the PlayStation 6. Sony has already dropped small hints about its next-gen plans, and if history repeats itself, Horizon could once again serve as a cross-generation title. Forbidden West was released on both PS4 and PS5, letting older hardware owners join in without missing out. This time, it's expected Horizon 3 will launch on both PS5 and PS6, giving the new console a huge showcase title while still keeping current PlayStation owners included. And as with the previous games, a PC port is very likely down the road, but probably not at launch. My guess would be around a year or so later, max 2 compared to the PlayStation release. We've seen the original Zero Dawn game released on PC 3 years after its initial PlayStation launch. Forbidden West has shortened this timeline to just 2 years. I don't expect therefore the third game to take longer than that. Now let's address that controversial remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn last year in 2024. Many fans were puzzled or even frustrated. After all, the original still looked fantastic, so why remaster a game that didn't feel outdated and had still good graphics? I've mentioned this as well back then in my vid with the impressions from the remaster compared side by side with the original. Well, the bigger picture makes more sense now. The remaster wasn't just about selling new copies, it was technically about future-proofing. If Horizon 3 is going to push the Decima engine to new heights on PS6, it definitely helps if Zero Dawn's assets are updated and consistent with what's coming. It also means when fans replay the complete series leading into Horizon 3 that the jump in visual quality won't feel as jarring. The remaster keeps the trilogy aligned and makes Aloy's full journey easier to revisit. So while it might have looked unnecessary at first glance, and again I did complain about it too without fully realizing the implications, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered was really a strategic move, potentially setting the stage for Horizon 3. Let's talk about what players can expect when Horizon 3 actually lands. Guerrilla's Decima engine has already proven itself as one of the best in the industry. Forbidden West was visually stunning, and Death Stranding 2, which also uses Decima, shows just how much further the technology can be pushed. We can be sure that for Horizon 3 the fans can expect even larger open worlds, possibly more seamless than before, sharper visuals and improved lighting, bringing new regions to life. And of course, new terrifying machines to fight. The gameplay itself is expected to build on what worked before. Third-person exploration, crafting, RPG progression and tactical combat. But with a new generation of hardware behind it, Horizon 3 has the chance to refine everything. Smoother performance, richer environments and maybe again new ways of travel. And what about the important character I've mentioned at the start? Horizon 3 will continue Aloy's journey in a post-apocalyptic future where humanity struggles against AI and the machines. Aside from focusing on Aloy, who will surely face new challenges, the big question hanging over the next game is Sylens. After the tragic passing of Lance Reddick in 2023, Guerrilla had to make a tough call. We have to keep in mind the following when talking about a character like Sylens. He isn't just another side character. Sylens has been one of the most pivotal figures in the series, second only to Aloy herself. He orchestrated major discoveries, guided and often simply used Aloy in key moments, revealing crucial truths about the old and also the new world. Writing him out would have left a gaping hole in the trilogy's conclusion. Guerrilla reportedly considered three options: writing him out, using AI or voice cloning, or recasting. In the end, they will most probably go with the recasting option, not only to respect Lance Reddick's legacy, but to make sure Sylens' story arc can be properly finished. And technically, they've already made this choice as they've given the role for the LEGO Horizon game to a new voice actor for Sylens, Tim Russ, who's probably best known for his role in Star Trek Voyager. But whether he'll also play a role in Horizon 3 is not yet officially confirmed. Fans have also suggested possible other successors, like Keith David, who has the gravitas and presence to carry the role, and who already replaced Lance Reddick's character in Destiny 2. Regardless of who steps in, Sylens will remain a part of Aloy's story, guiding the fight ahead and ensuring the trilogy can reach the conclusion Guerrilla always intended. It is a difficult situation, and we're sure to hear more details from Guerrilla when we get closer to the actual Horizon 3 release date. Now, what about a multiplayer? This is one rumor that keeps popping up. Everything suggests Horizon 3 itself will remain a single-player game, just like Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Guerrilla is developing a separate online project in the Horizon universe, but the main trilogy is still all about Aloy's solo journey. So here's what we know right now. Horizon 3 is expected around late 2027 or early 2028, most likely releasing as a cross-gen title for PS5 and PS6. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered now makes more sense. It could have been a setup move to keep the trilogy consistent. The studio will continue using the Decima engine, which will push visuals and gameplay further than ever before. And as Aloy's story will continue, Sylens will remain a key part of it, most likely with a respectful recast. Horizon 3 is shaping up to be both a technical showcase for the next generation of PlayStations and the epic conclusion fans have been waiting for so many years. But I'd love to hear what you think Guerrilla's decision will be in terms of Sylens' character. Would you like to see him recast, and if so, who would be your personal choice? And what are your thoughts about Horizon 3 possibly being a PS6 launch window title? Let me know what your expectations are in the comments below. And if you like this vid, please don't forget to share it, hit that like button or consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, stay tuned and game on!